This is what's wild in New Hampshire. At a local secret spot here, I happened upon this crew here from the Environmental Services. They're doing some stream shocking at a local stream. Let's see if we can talk to them when they get up here. So this may run a little long. They're stream shocking this little brook, local brook. Has some wild fish in it, wild trout and more. See how they do. So stream shocking is you use a wand with a backpack and it sends a 220 volt power into the water and briefly stuns the fish, and you have other folks equipped with rubber gloves and nets to scoop them up. They are then weighed and measured, or measured at least, and identified. Yeah. Fish and Game does this frequently, but also I see here, this is the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services. We'll see if somebody comes up this way, if we can talk to them. Just pay attention. Stumble upon them. So they don't know who I am or what I'm up to. Well, we'll let them know. The light is lit. It's throwing out some power. Yes, it is. Not a time to fall in. Very safe. Everybody, rubber waders, rubber gloves, fiberglass handles, minimizing the chance of getting a shock. This is how stream shocking is done. Fish and Game has been doing it for, well, I did it back in the 70s. Yes, been going on for decades. By New Hampshire Fish and Game, and I guess I didn't know the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services does the same thing. Let's see how far if they come up to the bridge. How you doing? Doing a little video for the New Hampshire Wildlife Federation.
Oh, good.
We go, what's wild in New Hampshire here?
Okay, good.
Well, when you get up here, let's talk about what you're doing.
Feel free to come on down. We can show you what's going on if you want.
Well, you know, I do know I used to do that at Fish and Game, so I'll wait till you get closer. Well, I'll come down. Let's see. Well, yeah, here I go. I can get down there. Just walk on down. Normally a lot of poison ivy here. Go on down, he says. Let's get on. Take my time. Good place to fall. Beautiful brook here. Beautiful brook. Well. Secret spot. Well, I could get in there, get my feet wet, which I could do. I will do. Just go home and change. I just won't get close to that wand. Coming down. Doing an episode for what's wild in New Hampshire.
Alright, yeah, it's a little easier walking. You got the bucket of fish down there.
Yeah. I'm Eric Orff.
What's that?
I'm Eric Orff. I live nearby.
Eric?
Yes.
My name's Andy.
Andy? Well, I'm I'm a fishing game has-been. I worked there a while.
Oh, no kidding.
I was a bear biologist a long time, but I started out in the fisheries end of things.
Okay, yes, and I like your hat too.
Yes, I give our friends the spotted salamanders due credit.
Yes, I have a site in Concord that I do with the the Harris Center has
Yep.
so I have a site that I do every year.
I've been doing one in Epsom for 30 years.
No kidding,
3
huh?
miles from our house.
Oh my gosh.
All right, give me your name and what are you up to? Who's the crew here?
Yeah, so my name's Andy Chapman with the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, and this is the biomonitoring crew for New Hampshire DES, and we're assessing this stream, which is called Deer Brook today.
Secret spot. Yeah.
For determining whether or not the fish meet our aquatic life use health standards.
Nice.
So we got a good variety of fish. We got shiners, fall fish, golden shiners. We got a couple of banded sunfish, some brook trout.
In the brook.
We got
Sunfish
one
in the
eel
brook.
back down.
Did you? Oh, nice. How big was the eel?
It was about 12 inches.
Okay, so
long.
we got a one that's coming under out.
And plenty of good sized brook trout, which you can come.
Yeah, I'm coming down.
Yeah.
Not drop my phone in the drink here. All right, let's see the targets over here. Hey, crew.
Yeah, so Eric. Eric?
I'm Eric Orff. Yeah.
Hey, Eric. Like your hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a spokesman for the yellow spotted salmon. Yes, I am.
It is cool. Yeah.
All right, let's see some of the catch here.
So were you working with Andy Timmons at all when you were doing the bear stuff?
I was the previous bear biologist. Andy was after me, and now we have a new one. Dan Bailey just started in June.
Okay, but Andy's still doing it.
Andy is not the bear biologist. He's a supervisor in the office now.
Okay, is he? Yeah.
So he's wrestling.
Yeah, other stuff.
He was on me.
And we're shiner and sawfish.
Yeah.
All right.
Shiner and fall fish.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's a
Good.
cool way to.
So how do we know the difference between the two?
Underbite on the shiner.
Half moon scales versus diamond scales.
This one doesn't have an underbite on it.
Yeah. So this is our fall fish here. So you can see the mouth. There's no underbite. You know, if you're trying to compare that to a common shiner, and then the half moon scales, especially when you get to the front of the body, how they kind of really get tight together, and then you got a little band there too. So that's a fall fish.
All right.
There.
Shiner for you.
Yep. Whoop, oopsie.
You missed an eel.
Yes, he said you got an eel.
Big one.
So here's our common shiner. You got these tall scales. They're about 3 times as tall as they are wide, and you got a little bit of an underbite on the common shiner on the mouth. So we get a lot of common shiners and fall fish.
Must have a brook trout or two in there.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I
So
think there's 4 or 5 in that bucket.
yep. So let's get a brook trout out. Yeah. Let's
How many streams a year do you typically do? And statewide, I'm presuming? Tell me a little bit about the project.
Yeah, so this is part of a, we have about 80 watersheds across the state. We try to visit about 8 of those every year.
Okay.
And we hit as many streams as we can for bugs,
Within that watershed.
fish, and for water quality within those 8 to 10 watersheds per year. So this happens to be in the cycle for this year.
Nice.
The
When was the
interesting-
last time it was done?
This has not been, so this is the
Oh,
first
oh,
round.
wow,
For
okay.
it. And this is an interesting area of the state because it's right on the edge of warm water, transitional, cold water, so you're getting this big variety mix of species.
Yeah, well, you
So-
said sunfish. I said, geez, I haven't seen a
So I'll
sunfish.
show you exactly a couple of, so that's a nice brook trout right there. These are all,
Look at those fins. Unbelievable. Yeah.
yep, wild reproducing brook trout. We do have a smaller one as well. So we can try to measure him.
We've had 12 species so far at this stream.
12 species. Wow.
Yes.
People just don't realize what's in their backyard.
Oh,
And a lot of these fish you'd never really see because you're not going to catch them on a line.
Right.
You know, dace.
let's get, if we can find, 130 to 140?
Nice.
130, 140,
Okay.
okay.
You want to keep them going?
No, you can put them back.
Oh, that's a chunky.
Yeah, so here's a, oh,
Speeding.
There's a bucket full of fish.
here's a bucket full of fish, yeah. Is that, there
and,
you go.
And you just got that maybe the last 100 feet or less than that.
Yes, we've already counted up once. It's very productive. So there's a young brook trout. So you can tell this is you know, a sustaining. This population's doing okay. I mean, there's not a lot of them in here, but we got, you know, enough to say it's got a good brook trout population.
Yep,
So that one's
reproducing.
probably 70, 80, 90. We're going to measure him up, get an idea. He's probably a 1-year-old fish there. Let's see if we can get a couple other interesting ones. There's a fall fish.
Fall fish, yeah.
Yep. Common shiner. Common shiner.
Yep.
Keeping the
common
records.
shiner,
Yep.
Common shiner. Common shiner.
So we've had common shiner, black nose dace, long nose dace, common white suckers, fall fish, golden shiner, banded sunfish, large. We had one largemouth bass,
Okay.
yellow
In the brook.
bullhead, yeah, yellow bullhead, pumpkin seed sunfish, eastern brook trout, and American eel.
Yeah.
Nice. An eel in the brook.
Yep.
Sweet, sweet,
Big
sweet.
one. It was 12 to 18.
Yeah, nice.
70 to 80. Okay, what'd you have there, Andy?
Fall fish. So I want to see, did we get any of those bandits in this one?
I didn't notice any. Maybe one sunfish, but I don't.
Okay, let's get the other prize out of here.
That's a good. That's the big one.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
We got another trout here.
Sure.
This is a good spot to measure. They can't get away too easy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be straight for the board probably.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's not a stock fish, but it's not.
Look at the golden
That's
color
nice.
of that down there.
Good color. So you want to get a picture of him in the bucket?
Sure. Look at that sweet trout.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Incredible, right?
Oh yeah. And in the next few
golden
weeks
it
they'll be coloring up even more in the
Yes.
next 5-6 weeks. They get their fall colors.
170, 180. That's a nice fish.
That's a big fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you came right out of this, you know, the importance of all this wood, these deep pockets, makes
Right.
a good brook trout.
Worst thing you do is take anything out of a brook or river.
Wood is
Yep.
good. Yeah.
Wood is good. That's the habitat.
Yeah.
The temperature was on the higher end. It's 18.9 degrees today too with overcast.
Right.
So it's on the upper end of.
Another
they
nice
can
brook
handle.
trout.
Another brookie.
Yep. 130, 140.
140.
Yeah.
The third one in that age class.
He's a corker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Anything else unusual?
'Cause you already got the young one, right? So
Yep.
I think that's all.
Yeah, that was the trout we got. So.
You didn't get a
Fall
sucker
fish.
yet.
Oh
A
yeah.
sucker.
Oh, geez. Common shiner.
Okay.
Look at how fat this
That's the fatty, right? yeah.
that fall fish is.
Dude,
I mean, that is a deep-bellied fall fish.
He must have just eaten another fish. or
Yeah.
something.
This river's had good numbers of fall. I've lived here 44 years.
Yeah.
Overlooking the river, just a mile up the road from here or less.
Yeah. Common shiner and a black-nosed dace. There's your black-nosed dace.
The
There.
black-nosed dace is the host of the brook full of mussel, isn't it? I think so.
It isn't.
Of which
I think-
mussel?
The brook floater mussel?
Floater mussel.
The biggest population was found below the Webster Mills, the dam here when the avulsion occurred
Oh, really?
in
Okay.
what, 05?
Yeah. Common shiner. Well, it's about the same. I was going to try to find a long nose dace, but
I didn't see any going on there.
nah, we're in a pretty short stretch there. Black nose. Black nose. Common shiner. Common shiner. You guys want to pull some out?
Do we have another?
I can give you that.
We got another than that.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we have another net now.
Common shiner. Small fish. So this is Brianna's first day. So
Oh.
these two
Welcome.
here,
Welcome to Epsom.
yeah, these two here are working with me for the summer.
Okay.
Max is a full-time employee with us, and Brianna's with another program, but said, I'd like to go check to see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And
5 years ago, I was an intern like these guys.
Okay, sweet. That's the way to do it.
black nose.
Well, I was the department's first bear biologist back in '78
It's a fishing game.
at Fishing Game. I had started on the fisheries end of things, and but, I've been retired 16 years. Hard to believe.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, that goes by. But I'm the vice president of the Hampshire Wildlife Federation. Of course, during the pandemic, what could we do? Nothing. So I took it upon myself to kind of
Start.
learn the social network side of things. And
Okay.
you may, if you're lucky, you'll be one of the ones this year that have had 1 million views. We had throwing trout off the bridge here at the swimming hole in Epsom.
Oh,
got
yes.
1 million views
I bet
in
it did.
April. Ben Killam's bear, 700,000.
Yeah.
Helicopter stalking a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh, you guys got a video of that?
Yeah.
With,
With
Matt.
Matt Pearson.
Matt Pearson fishing game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 floppers.
Oh, well, our executive director got to go in the helicopter because she was the small one.
Oh.
And has some unbelievable video of
Yeah.
that helicopter. And when the helicopter pilot landed
Yeah.
and she got off up in, we're in Twin Mountain, he walked over to me and said, you know, she got the $10,000 ride today. The only plane that is allowed to go that low over the wilderness is that helicopter once
no
a year.
Kidding, really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt was showing us some pictures. It's like, I'm pretty jealous.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook site. You should check it out.
should.
No.
It's still getting daily hits.
Shiner.
It's still chugging.
And that's on YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
2 faltfish.
2 black nose days.
You said you had someone got 1 million views?
Yeah.
Stalking fish over the bridge?
Yeah, at the swimming hole.
I wouldn't expect that much on something so simple. And like the helicopter got less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was like 979 or 80,000. It's probably over 1 million
Got
now.
a sucker. Did you get a video of the
Common
sucker
white,
yet?
common white sucker? Yeah.
Oh, we got a
Common
sucker. Woohoo.
should be able to hold it in the hand.
Put it in the
probably.
viewer if you want.
For the viewer?
I think it just ripped that out. There's a shiner.
That's a good size one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Common white sucker.
Yep.
Yep.
They ran in good numbers up this brook for a long
They don't
time.
anymore?
Not as much. I don't know what happened.
Huh.
I don't know what.
Because this runs into what?
This is in the Suncross.
You have
It's got a bunch of big ones. doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
I'm
Suncook
sure,
River is
yeah.
what 200 yards downriver from
I'm
here.
sure they,
Black
you
nose
know,
days.
yeah, would have liked to use this tributary spawning.
Yep,
you know,
yep.
Early May.
Are there any obstructions?
Well, there was a beaver dam, but I haven't been down there. I don't think it's there anymore. At the very beginning was a beaver dam for a few years, and that might have been the block.
And what's the deal with that? That perch up there, is that concrete?
It is, and over the years I've played with trying to figure a way to get fish over that.
Yeah.
I mean, a trout could probably jump that,
Oh, yeah.
but anything else probably not. And
Who
at
owns
one time I used to be able to maneuver some rocks, so there was a splashdown. That would work.
Oh, you got
But
another trout?
the last few years, no, I haven't been able to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if there's a way to figure that out,
Well,
let's-
work with the owner to.
yeah,
When the floor gets high, I mean, they can pass through.
yeah.
But,
Well, if the volume's not so much, yeah,
3140.
Oh, all right, let me get him up.
yeah.
It's interesting. I bet the riverbed was up to it at one point. It's just eating away downstream
Yeah.
of the concrete.
yeah, we'll take a look when we get up there.
We'll be going up to there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the honey hole up there. The really secret spot. I do frequent videos here just to show them we have a flood I posted, and
Okay, yeah.
5 out of the last 7 winters,
Yeah.
I could walk up this brook to that hole without getting my sneakers wet. This brook is completely dried up
Yeah.
in 2 of those 5 drought winters, summers. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, a pocket of water here and there, but everything else was absolutely dry. So I was hoping that the brook trout weren't so badly impacted. I'm glad to see they haven't.
Yeah,
This is a good sign.
We've had 6 so far.
I've been very worried about the trout here,
So that's like a shark.
based on those dry,
It's a normal shiner, right?
Common. Yeah.
Yeah.
hot summers. All right. The bucket's nearly empty. We've done way more. I usually shoot 5 or 6 minutes. But, there was a lot to learn here. A lot to learn, and an awesome crew. Great day.
Yeah, it is good. Good day.
Thank you all.
No problem.
Thank you.
This is Wildlife Biologist Eric Orforth, Wild in New Hampshire.